Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Christina and today we are making a spooky space station. This is a relatively long speed build, so I hope you are getting cozy. Maybe you're under a nice warm blanket and you got a cup of tea. Anyway, I hope you're comfortable and I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. I just put some food in the oven, so it should be about ready when I am done with this voiceover, so I'm very excited about that. Anyway, I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you're staying safe in this crazy time we're in right now. I can't believe it's still going on, all the quarantine and sickness all over. Yeah, it's sad, it's depressing, so I hope you are staying healthy, staying happy, you know, as much as possible. And yeah, let's just enjoy some Sims today. So yeah, this oh my god, I just said it again. I promised myself I would stop saying "so yeah" every time I finish like a sentence and stuff. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to not say that anymore. Anyway, this build is very much inspired by one of my all-time favorite horror movies, or maybe just movies in general. It's inspired by the Alien movie from 1970 something, I think. It's the one by Ridley Scott, with Sigourney Weaver and you know, that whole gang. They are on this spaceship and they encounter an alien creature that you don't want to encounter. If you haven't watched the movie yet, please do. It's really good if you're into sci-fi and horror and or just, you know, good movies in general. So I can very much recommend it. Yeah, like I said, it's very much inspired by that movie, but also like the Alien universe in general. So also the game, what's it called? Alien Isolation. Very good game if you're into horror stuff, or just again good games in general. So I'm not trying to build like the spaceship from the movie, the Nostromo, and I'm also not trying to make the space station from the game Sevastopol. But I'm just letting myself be inspired by it. So I'm trying to, not, as I said, not recreate places themselves, but recreate the atmosphere from that alien universe. So that's what you see me doing here. So this first room you saw me build with the green pool and stuff, I call that the reactor of this space station or spaceship or whatever you would like to call it. So I imagine that this is the place where the ship gets its power from. Maybe it's like nuclear powered or whatever. I put the green wall and floor, the glowy ones from I think it's from Spa Day. I put that inside the pool with those light strips. I think that's also from Spa Day. And then I put those misty steam bubble things from pool stuff. That's not a pack, but you know, put that in the bottom of the pool to make it look like the nuclear water or whatever is boiling, and it's the water's there to cool it down because it's overheating or something. So that's what the idea was with that room. So yeah, like I said, this is a very long video, and it would have been, I think, twice as long if I hadn't cut out a lot of stuff. But I have kept like the gists of it and the highlights, the places on the station that I think are most interesting and like my favorite parts of it. So if you feel like you're missing out, you're not. Just trust me. I only cut out stuff where I'm like repeating myself or making hallways. So it's not that it's not interesting areas of the build, but it's like here I'm putting up a lot of pipes and lamps on the walls, and I put down a lot of those puddles from Strangerville and dirt in general, like stuff like that. It's very repetitive throughout the video, so that's the bits that I have cut out, so you won't see me do the same thing over and over again, but only see like new stuff. But I'm showing it here in the beginning of the video, so you can see what kind of style I'm going for in this. So this room that is almost done now, I call it the bridge, or the like the control room, if you will, of the station slash spaceship. So this is where you, I think you guessed it, you control the ship. So it has a lot of computers and clutters, and I tried to make it look a bit like the bridge slash control room from Alien Isolation on the spaceship that they arrive on in the beginning of the game. I can't remember what it's called, but it's supposed to look like the Nostromo from the original movie. The Torrens, it's called the Torrens, the ship. So yeah, that's what inspired me for that room. And it has like hallways coming out on both sides, same as the reactor room, as you can see here. So they're like connected to the entire ship. Yeah, okay, so this is probably my favorite room of the entire thing. This is the sleeping pod room, or hypersleep, or whatever you want to call it. I would just, I think this is like the reason I chose to build this in The Sims, because these pods from Get Famous just look exactly like the ones from the movie and from the game. So in the beginning of the Alien movie and in the game, all the characters wake up in these pods from, I'm guessing, hypersleep, because they're traveling through space in them. And yeah, they just look perfect. And I think I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself, in making them look like the ones from the movie. And I think it's one of the really cool parts of the environment in the Alien universe, and I'm very happy with it. Yeah, and I'm generally using really dirty stuff, because on Sevastopol, the space station in the Alien Isolation game, the station is just falling apart because it's being decommissioned, and I don't think this counts as spoilers, but when you arrive on the station, the alien is already there, causing all kinds of disasters, as you can imagine. And yeah, everything is falling apart and everything is on fire. And it's really dirty. So that's also why there's dirt and puddles all over the station. So it's like nothing really works, and they just need to stay alive throughout this disaster, and maybe try to get back to Earth without bringing the alien home with them. Sadly, we don't have the actual alien in the game yet. That could be a fun pack to have. Or maybe a mod. Yeah, I hope someone makes a mod so we can just like release an alien, and then the Sim has to avoid it to not get killed. Okay, so you may have noticed that I put down 2 elevators, and it's like, oh no, you can only put down 1 for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing. Why can't we just put down all the elevators we want? So this is a mod that I'm using. It allows you to have working elevators, and it also allows you to have more than 1. And there are these like extra elevators that kind of work like the portals from, what's the pack called? Realm of Magic, like those magical portals, but they are put like inside an elevator. So so you can just put these elevators all over your lot, and then your sim can like, like, what's it called? Like they can just like walk into the elevator and then appear somewhere else. So it's not like the elevator is moving, it just works like a portal. So you can move your sim around. If you don't want to use this mod, you can you can download the other version of the build that I have put up on the gallery. I haven't put it up yet, but I will. I will make a build where I don't use the mod or the elevators, but I will perhaps put in some of the portals from Realm of Magic. So you would need that pack to make it work. And then I'll just make some other doors that looks like elevator doors, I'm guessing. So you can go from floor to floor and, you know, get from the ground and up to the space station. Because it is floating, there is no like attachment to the ground. So the way I made it float, it's where you put down the first floor, like make a square or whatever. Maybe you saw it in the start of the video. It's very quick. I think this is at about 900% speed, so maybe you missed it. Anyway, you put down a little room, and then you build on top of that, and then you delete the bottom room, and then you can raise the second room up to the height you want, and then you basically have a floating house. It's very simple, but it also means that you only have the second, third, and fourth floor to work on, because we are limited to only 4 floors. But as I was making this video, I started wondering, can you perhaps like raise up your build, and then when technically your second floor is raised up, can you then put down a basement and then have that basement kind of floating underneath, and then that won't count as like a floor? I don't know. I have to try it out, because I've been thinking about it constantly since I had that thought. I don't know if it's possible, but it would be pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought here. I believe I was talking about the elevators and stuff. Yeah, but I will make different versions of the build, so you can download the one you want. I will also put a link to the elevator mod in the description if you want that. I personally think it's really fun, and an easy way to have like this modern looking transition from you know, difficult places where you can't put in stairs and stuff. Yeah, and I talked all over the kitchen area, so let me just talk quickly about that. So in the movie, no spoilers, but something happens when they are having dinner. If you watch a movie, I think you know what I'm talking about. Something happens to Kane. I'm not gonna say what, but it happens at this round community table area they're sitting at. And I tried to make that with kitchen counters, but to make it big enough, there would be like a hole in the middle. I think you saw me trying to make that. But I just make this table a bit rectangular instead, but you know, still have that the roundness that is in the movie, because I wanted it to look like the kitchen / dining area with all the food and mess, and they have a lot of Tupperware on the table in the movie, like food containers. So that's what I went for in there. Okay, so this is the medical area or hospital wing or whatever you would like to call it. If you have played Alien Isolation or you have watched Let's Plays or whatever, you know that the medical section of the game, or like the medical level, is very difficult to get through. I think it was probably the most stressful area to get through in the game. So you one of your teammates is injured and you have to go get medical supplies for her. So you have to go through the medical wing or section in the game to find it. But the alien is on your ass and you have to avoid it. But he's like constantly there and you have to, like hide and be quiet while walking through it. And I just think it's a really cool looking area. It has this really cool, cool, like as in cold looking atmosphere with blue lights and stuff. And it is also where Ripley finds the patient Zero That was the first one that was infected, or more like infested, with the alien. So that's what I'm trying to recreate here in the center of the room, where there's this operating table with the skeleton on it. And that's also why I keep using these muddy paw prints all over the build, because I wanted them to look like the aliens' footprints or something. There's sadly no blood in the game, maybe for good reason, but I'm pretending it's maybe dried out and dirty blood that has been dragged all over the station. If you can, catch my drift. So that's why they are all over the thing. Anyways, this skeleton represents patient 0, and they're very dead. And also these long lights, those pole lights I put all over the thing, they also appear all over the Alien Isolation game. So I thought they were perfect for this build. And and I did a lot of like changing light colors to really help make the atmosphere. And I think it made all the difference to make basically every light green, just like this light, make it glow green, and or orange or blue, just to make this spooky atmosphere. Okay, so this room is not really in the game or the movie, but I thought it could be a cool addition to it. So I imagine it's these health pots, or like healing pots that you can put people in if they need to heal. They kind of remind me of, in Star Wars episode, what is it? 5, I think, where Luke is on Hoth and he's captured by that snow monster, abominable snowman thing, and he gets injured. He's put in one of these tubes, and I guess to heal or something. And that's what I imagine could be what these are in this room. And then I put the mannequins from Get to Work inside them to make it look like there are people in there. But they are black, so it looks a bit weird. And but they're in their underwear, so I'm guessing it's like the light that makes it look like people look black or something. And then I also put a bunch of skeletons inside, some of them, like one in each, to make it look like maybe the machine is malfunctioning and people are actually dying inside these tubes. And again, a lot of pipes and water splatters stuff everywhere to make it look very industrial, very, very dirty and messy. Yeah, and here you see me change all the light colors to make the atmosphere. Oh, I think I forgot to talk about the core itself, or the reactor. It doesn't look like anything from the game or the movie, but I just have to go with what the game has to offer, So I used, I think it's a light, like a table lamp, one of them, and the other one is like a game, and then I just sized them up and put them on top of each other, and then it looks like this glowing, spinning planet thing, and I thought it looked really reactor-y and core like, and I'm very pleased with it, with how it looks, especially because it's spinning. Okay, so here, this is very much inspired by the movie and the game. In the movie, it's called Mother. It's like the core of the ship, and in the game, it's I think they just call it the core. It has a more yellow look in both movie and game. But again, I just have to go with what the game has to offer, and these items were perfect for this room, but they didn't come in like the yellow tone that is in the movie. But I think it turned out pretty cool, and I think if you have seen the movie or played the game, you will get what I'm trying to do here, hopefully. Please let me know in the comments if you have played Alien Isolation or watched the Alien movie or the other Alien movies, and like also like Prometheus and Alien, what's it called, Covenant, I think, like the more recent ones. Let me know what you think about those, because I have very, very strong opinions about all of the movies. I think the first Alien movie is very good. It's like a horror movie, and it was made by Ridley Scott in the 70s, I think, or the 60s. I think it was the 70s. Anyways, but yeah, it was like a horror movie, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I just think it's really cool. Let me just see how much time I have. Okay, 5 minutes. That's plenty of time. And then the second movie, the one called Aliens, I think it was made by James Cameron, but it wasn't a horror movie. It was more like an action movie. And I remember watching it thinking, this is not scary at all. And but I think if you go in expecting the second one to be an action movie, you won't be disappointed. It's very good. It's very entertaining. I think it's all about expectations and what you expect from it going in. Because if you expect a horror movie and it's not spooky, of course you're gonna get disappointed. But I think it was really cool that they went for like different things in the same franchise. So that was fun. Okay, this room is like probably doesn't even belong in here, because this was actually inspired by a movie called, I want to say, Solaris. Probably not it. Or it's like something with the sunlight maybe. It's about like the sun is dying, and like it's a movie, sorry. It's a movie and they have to travel to the sun to like kickstart it and make it function again. Anyway, in their spaceship they have this room where they are like making oxygen, so they have a lot of plants in there that they have to keep alive, so they can have oxygen throughout their journey towards the sun, which is a very long way, I suppose. So that's the room I tried to make in there. Oh, that's my alarm. My food is done. Yay! Sorry. But I'm almost done with this now. What was I saying? I got so distracted. Yeah, they have these plants on this ship. I will put the title of the movie on the screen if I haven't already, so you know what movie I'm talking about. It's very good. Also, it's like with who is it? Like Cillian Murphy and Chris Evans, I think. It's really cool and kind of horror-y and action movie-esque. Yeah. Yeah. So here I am working on the exterior of the whole space station. And in the end of Alien Isolation, the game, you have to like put on a spacesuit, go through an airlock, which I've made right next to the plant room. You have to go out and do something to like the station to make it reconnect with the ship you came on. So I'm just like putting on a lot of these vents and antennas and stuff to make it look really industrial and space station-y. Didn't put a lot of thought into any of it really. It was just about putting stuff on. And there's a lot of detail that I've left out of the video because again it's very repetitive. But there will be either video tour or screenshots at the end of the video, so you will see everything. And you can also find this build on my gallery. My ID in there is MagpieCliff. Again, there will be 2 versions, the one with the mod elevators and one without. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to say. Okay, here I am using the tool mod to make these projectors, like these Hollywood lamps, like light down to make them look like searchlight. And I thought it looked really cool. It kind of reminds me of War of the Worlds with those really spooky alien things. But I think that's the last thing I want to say about this. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked the build. Please let me know in the comments what you think about it. And yeah, have you watched the Alien movies? Do you like them? Are you going to watch them now? I hope you will. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Please consider subscribing. It will mean very much to me. and then you'll stay updated on all the other videos that I put out from now on. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Again, thank you very, very much for watching. Please enjoy some pictures or video here in the end, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!